Imagine being given the choice to trade one of your senses for another, not temporarily, not with technology or prosthetics, but permanently rewiring the very foundation of how you experience the world. Picture walking into a mysterious clinic where the walls hum with an impossible promise. Give up sight and gain the ability to smell color, abandon hearing and instead feel the vibration of thoughts. Surrender taste but suddenly see music dancing in the air like ribbons of light. At first, the idea feels like science fiction, but soon you realize the implications. This is a reshuffling of reality, an auction where your senses are the currency and perception itself is the prize. The first wave of adventurers would leap into it with reckless curiosity. Someone might trade their sense of hearing to gain a new ability like tasting emotions, walking through a crowd and instantly knowing who's angry, who's heartbroken, who's in love, turning everyday life into a raw and overwhelming feast of feelings. Others might give up touch in exchange for echolocation, navigating cities through pulses of sound bouncing off buildings, becoming human sonar. But the costs would be sharp. The silence of losing music forever, the numbness of never again holding someone's hand, the strange emptiness of tasting food without pleasure. All of it would shadow the brilliance of their new gifts. Society itself would fracture into classes of perception. Some people would remain originals, holding tightly to their natural senses, while others would become hybrids, perceiving the world in ways that no human in history had before. Imagine walking down a street where one person can see ultraviolet trails left by cars. Another can smell the lies hanging in the air after a politician's speech, while you, still ordinary, feel almost alien in your own skin. Entire industries would emerge around these trades. Architects designing buildings that sing invisible colors for those who swapped sight for auditory vision. Chefs creating dishes not for flavor but for the emotional symphonies they release in the mind of someone who no longer tastes. And yet, beneath the wonder, deeper questions would grow. What is lost when you alter the balance of your senses? Would a person who gave up touch ever truly feel love the same way again? Would someone who traded away vision begin to forget the memory of a sunset, replaced forever by the strange new symphony of smells and sounds? Over time, humanity might evolve into a patchwork of perception, where no two people experience reality in the same way, each of us trapped or liberated by the choices we made in that clinic. And then comes the chilling thought. What if the trade isn't just about senses but about identity? If the way we perceive the world defines who we are, then every swap reshapes not just how we live but who we become. You might walk out of that clinic with your countdown reset, your perception transformed, but as the years pass, staring at a world you can no longer experience as you once did, you might find yourself asking the most haunting question of all. Was the trade worth it, or did you exchange more than a sense? Did you exchange yourself?